Have you ever wondered why two players with the same skill set performs completely different? What's lacking? There are so many examples of the same skill level players, and you'll see one of them repeating his titles and staying at the top over and over again when other is as hardworking and as skilled and as talented. So, what's the reason behind that? Why do some pros stay calm under pressure situation, and regular amateur or strong amateurs they panic? What's the reason behind it? Do you often lose focus after one bad shot? If yes, this is a video for you, because I'm gonna change the way you look at things after missing, after you hit your lowest point in the game. Just imagine if you can think like a pro player. Their mindset is so strong, they make a silliest mistake and then very next game or next shot they're gonna run over you. So what separates them from a regular players that are struggling? After one miss they're completely off. So hey guys, this is Nitin Sharma and welcome to my channel Hustling 147. I'm the owner of Q Master Snooker Academy in Brampton. Lately I've been studying sports psychology because I wanted to know like how these guys are so solid under pressure situation, right? How they act, how they handle this pressure situation. Even after at the lowest point, they still stay solid. How they think, they act, and they handle pressure under a tough situation. In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about what most professionals don't want to tell you. I mean, it's kind of their secret. So stick around because this is the video where the skill meets the mindset. So sports psychology, it's like a mental cue stick for your brain. It's all about controlling focus, confidence, emotions, and pressure so you can perform your best and most consistent when it matters. So let's build up from the ground. Sports psychology studies how emotion, thoughts, mental skill affects performance, and how to train them just like you train your body. It is useful for staying calm under pressure situation, maintaining focus during long matches, recovering from mistakes quickly, building self-belief and motivation. So first thing first is core mental skills. There are we call it big five in sports psychology, which more the top level athletes work on. So one is goal setting. For goal setting, you have to be really clear in your mind that what I'm going to do in my practice session. It can't be just general statement that I'm going to be playing better in my next practice session. You have to make a target and work on it. Be specific that I'm going to make 8 out of 10 times I'm going to run this whole rack, or 5 out of 10 times I'm going to run this rack. So your goal has to be specific. Or let's just say I'm going to make the highest break today with the 1 red on the table, whatever it is, whatever your practice schedule is. Just don't generalize things. Be specific about it. Because if you just generalize that I'm going to play better in practice, you should know like what you're going to do, right? You have to have a goal in mind that this many times out of this many times I'm going to do this. So it's more specific. That's how pros play. They hit 200, 300 balls a day, and they set target for themselves, a very specific target that till the time I'm not making 150 or 180 out of it, I'm not going to go anywhere. So this is how they practice. Second step of big five is visualization. So visualization basically means that you have to put, when you're practicing, suppose this is your practice layout looks like, and you have this ball in, here the easiest ball. So you have to visualize that your opponent here is leading by, maybe he needs just one cherry, one red. He's leading by maybe 35 points, and if you miss, you're gonna lose the match. So you have to visualize that thing in your mind while practicing. You have to give yourself a target again, that if I miss, I'm gonna lose. And you have to visualize the crowd, you have to visualize the match pressure, you have to feel it, like whatever it is under match situation. If you're going down on a shot and then you're going lazy in your practice routine, that this is just a practice, if I miss, I'm gonna put it back, then you're not gonna get better. But then if you take it that way, that if I don't clear it, I'm gonna lose my any upcoming event, whatever you are practicing for, or in general, if you are just practicing to get better, so you're not allowed to miss it. You have to visualize that I'm in like most crucial match of my life, and I'm not afford to miss any of this. So visualization is visualizing that event that pressure situation in your mind and then practicing with it. Because if you go casual on this while you're practicing that I have n number of chances, you're gonna get lazy and you're gonna get more casual like in during your practice routine. So you have to be really specific about it again. The third one of core mental skill set is self-talk, which is really important. You can't just talk negative to yourself in any situation. Suppose this is the only black that is on table, and then this is the shot for the match. When you are up on the shot, this is, let's just say that this is your world championship final going on, and you have this shot, and you saw it's a tough shot. It's not an easy one. Even pros miss it from the rail, right? So you can't. You have to self-talk with yourself, but you can't just say that I'm not gonna miss it, or I mean whatever. You can't just say anything negative about it. You have to be really positive about what you talk. You have to, you have to talk in a way that it gives positive signal to your mind, right? Because mind, it doesn't understand no. The moment you say I'm not gonna do this, that will happen in this game. I'm telling you right now. The moment you say I'm not gonna put any side on it, I'm just gonna play center, you're gonna put side on it no matter what. The moment you say I'm not gonna miss it, you're gonna miss it 100%. So you have to tell yourself, I'm not gonna miss it. No, it's a wrong statement. I'm gonna make it. That's the right word. Like that's the right phrase for the pressure situation chart. So you always have to be positive. The point behind is it that in self-talk you can't go negative because mind is so strong it doesn't understand no. So if you tell something to your mind that I'm not gonna do this, this game is crazy mentally. So it's gonna happen. Whatever you're gonna say no, it's gonna happen for sure, and you can try and test it if you think I'm wrong. But if you say that I'm gonna make this ball, and you're giving yourself a positive boost, no, you have to stop doing not, and you have to convert it in a better phrases, like positive phrases where there's no. So you can change it to like I'm gonna make it, or I'm making this 100%, and imagine yourself lifting the title after the shot. So you have to self-talk, but self-talk should be always positive. So this is the difference. I still give the example of the match when I played Mehdi in Montreal. So it went up to 39 and raised to 40. Almost 8 hours in the match. It was like $50,000 I guess in the middle, and then both sides sponsors they decided to extend the race to 7 I guess, yeah. And then it was already 8 hours, and we were supposed to drive back home that same night, right? And it's like 8 hours of drive, and in the second set I went down 4-0 in a blink of eye. I kept missing balls and he kept running over me. I was 4-0 down. He just needed 3 games. I needed 7 games, and then too much money on the line, and too tired, but I didn't give up. I took a break, 4 minutes break. I went to the washroom. I did some self-talks. I kept telling myself that I'm gonna win it no matter what. I'm gonna do it. That's what I was telling myself. There was not even a single negative thing coming out of my mind or my heart. I was not talking anything negative, that anything bad gonna happen. I was picturizing myself on the way back, enjoying victory, and I knew once I hit any gear, and I'm gonna win it. And if you go see the video of that match, I cut the 10 ball from negative angle, and then I was leading. I won that match 7-5 actually. Obviously, we both made so many mistakes in that, but then what I was telling you, that you have to talk. Self-talk is really important. You have to talk to yourself, and that too positive. You can't say anything bad. You can't say no. You can't say that I'm not gonna make it, or I'm gonna miss it. Or so next one in core mental skill is anxiety control. Anxiety control. How do I explain this? So in anxiety control, you don't have to be too hyped or too flat. You have to make a balance in between, because if you are way too excited, you are overexcited about something, and then it doesn't happen, all the adrenaline goes down, and then in a moment, in a blink of an eye, you break your confidence and you go totally off. So you have to get in the zone. You have to respect every single thing, like every single shot. Even if it is this ball, even if it is this ball, your body language, your pre-stroke routine, your approach, it should be the same. Because if you take it casual in first few games, and then you stop getting the rolls, this happens to most of us, right? We don't respect what we are getting in first few games, and then later on everything turns the other way around, and then we say that the other guy got the rolls and this and that. Then we make so many excuses, but it's you. If you're giving away your rolls when you're getting it, if you're not capitalizing the opportunity that you got, you can't blame it on luck, right? So you have to be really focused to overcome this anxiety and pressure, or too much excitement or too much anxiousness. It's just to remain calm, follow your pre-shot routine, and respect every single shot, even if it is a straight off the shot, like easiest of the balls that you will never miss, that you'll make 1,000 out of 1,000 times. The prime example in Canadian pool team for this is Waleed Hashim. The guy respects every single shot so well, like he's so good. I mean, under pressure situation, under practice, if you see him playing anywhere or by himself, he's always in that zone. He always hit the zone like this, because he's always respectful to each and every shot. If it is like the easiest of the shots, or it is the most hardest shot in the game, his approach, his body language, his skill, like his hitting, everything remains same, so consistent. That's why he's performing really well, and he has been a couple of top players in US Open. So congratulations, Waleed, you're the man. So the big five. So the last step of core mental skill, big five, is concentration and focus. So in this step, usually what we do, like most of the player, they look at the player who they are playing, they look at the scoreboard, they keep looking at other things, and they lose their focus really easy. And that's the point. They think they lose on the table, but they're already lost in their mind, because they keep looking at how good their opponent is playing, what is the score going on, what's going on here and there. So they're not at all focused on their own game. Like when they're gonna get chance, they won't be able to capitalize it. So what's the reason behind it? It's not because you are less skillful or you have practiced less or any of that reason. If you're a strong amateur, let's say a 700, 725 Fargo can beat any of the 800 Fargo if he's concentrated and if he's focused. But the main problem is the same, because we don't play the table. Everybody gets chances, right? And then all going in our mind is that if we miss, the other guy gonna run over us. And then we keep looking at score. Oh, he got 3-0 lead on me, or he got 50 points on board. How I'm gonna get out over it? And if you think about it in the other way, in practice sessions, you have done it over and over again, where your opponent is leading by 7 games or 8 games, and you came back, beat him 9-8 or 9-7. So everybody has that peak point in his career where he has done it, but he won't be able to do it over and over again. So what's the reason behind it? This is the only reason, that you are not concentrated and you are not focused. You're looking at your opponent and you're praising him. You're giving him too much respect in your mind, that it goes really heavy on your mind, that you won't be able to play the game the same way as you play with any other player or any weaker player. Your game should not get affected by how other players' skill level is, or how other is playing on that day on the table. If he's giving you chances, you got to make it capitalize. You have to go in with 100% concentration, commitment, focused, and then if you respect it, you're gonna get in zone, and things might get better. He might start struggling too when he sees that you're making the best out of what he missed, right? And if you keep looking at the score, if you keep looking at the player and giving it back to him, obviously he's that skilled that he's gonna run over you, right? So this is what I'm gonna talk about today. This was the core mental skill, the big fives of core mental skills. Goal setting, be very clear, very specific. Visual realization, that you are under that situation. Even in practice, you have to visualize the actual situation, that you're in actual match pressure, and practice like that. And then self-talk. Don't talk anything negative about it. Don't talk anything positive about your opponent before the match. Don't give him too much respect. Just focus on yourself. Use better words, use better vocabulary to your mind, because mind doesn't understand no. If you're gonna tell your mind that I'm not gonna miss it, you're gonna miss it. I'm not gonna put side on it, you're gonna put side on it. That's the basic psyche of this game. This game is really stupid. I don't want to say that, but it is what it is, right? And then you have to say all the positive things about it, that I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna be the champion, I'm gonna lift the trophy, and I'm gonna go home with the cash. This is what you have to tell yourself. I'm gonna make this shot. You can't say I'm not gonna miss the shot. So change your vocabulary a bit, what you're telling your mind. And then again, anxiety control. The example I've given of Waleed, you have to be really respectful. You don't have to be too overhyped or too flat. You have to be confident, and you have to follow, even on the easiest shot, you have to follow the same approach. You can't go casual like me. Be like Waleed, don't be like me. I'm telling you, that's the best practice. That's why he's super consistent. And that's how you get in zone really quick. When you practice with that focus, with all the same basics, you always get best results. And the last one is concentration and focus. So if you are not focused enough, if you are looking at the score, if you're looking at your opponent, you're not gonna get better results. You're gonna just mess it up. Don't look at the scores, play the situation. If you think that game is done, game is done. Just play next game. Don't look at it like, oh my god, he's got 60 points, and then if I miss this ball, I'm gonna lose. Just play the game. Just stop looking at the score, stop looking at your opponent, stop giving him too much respect in your mind. That's what I'm gonna tell you, and you'll see the difference. You'll feel it. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna talk more in coming days, because I'm getting lessons, and then whatever I'm learning, I'm giving it back to you guys. So just work on these things. Hopefully we'll see you again, and hopefully I'll get better too with all these pointers, because more you share, more wisdom you get. Your knowledge gets better when you share it. If you just keep it to yourself, you always forget it. Thank you so much.